What is the most beautiful looking title in the history of United States Pro Wrestling? We're going to find out today using, what is this called? Bracketfights.com. We're going to do this again. I did this with NWO members, and I did this with worst WWE superstars of all time. I went on there today, and I found this one right here. It's Major U.S. Wrestling Companies Titles. That's what this is. So right now, we're pairing up, what is this, the ECW World Title? This is like a little cheap render of it, and then the Heritage Cup. I mean, this is actually a tough one. Like the legacy, I'm kind of just going for aesthetics here because that's what I want. On one hand, the Heritage Cup looks great. It's very prestigious looking. On the other hand, you gotta, like, if you watch NXT, you gotta watch these people lug this shit around. It's kind of horrible. I was always a fan of the ECW titles, so I'm gonna go with ECW in this case. Because it's like way cooler. All right, what is this? The Ring of Honor 6-man tag team championship title against, what is this? I think this is the NXT UK tag team titles. So the Ring of Honor 6-man championship title is maybe one of the ugliest titles I've seen in major U.S. wrestling companies. So I'm going to go with the NXT UK title. I'll be honest, all the NXT UK titles are really great looking. AEW's tag team titles versus the Divas Butterfly title. So this is where I got to put my money where my mouth is, because on a previous episode of Tier Rank or something like that, I said I gave the Butterfly title an S tier ranking. I really love the AEW World Tag Team titles, but at the end of the day, they just look like regular titles, whereas the Divas title reinvented the concept of a championship belt. I'm going to go with the Divas title because that shit's awesome. Holy crap. Is this Braun Strowman's greatest Royal Rumble title? The green strap title that he's held now for like a million days? Versus what is this? This is a tag team title championship title for, what is that? That's not easy. I don't even know what this one is. Is this ECW or is it like CZW or something? I don't even know what that shit is. I'm going to go with the Braun Strowman title. That was awesome. The other one looked like it was doing too much. Oh, man. This is like the Spider-Man meme. So you have the Impact World Heavyweight Championship, I think. And then the World, this is the Knockouts one. The other one's the Knockouts one. I mean, the main one, the Knockouts one looks like it was one plate that was broken up into many parts. I don't not like it, but it's like the same thing. I'm just going to go with the dude's title. What does it matter? Oh, wow. This is difficult. I think it's the AEW Women's, like the original AEW Women's Championship. Is that what that is? And then you got the $1 Million Man title. You know what? I'm actually a really big fan of when the dudes just come up, when the wrestlers just come up with their own titles. I'm going to go with the $1 Million title. Plus, it actually looked really expensive. The NXT Cruiserweight Championship versus the NXT Championship. I don't know if this is the men's or the women's version. Either way, I was never really a fan of either of these titles, but at least the this one was kind of clever. Like the NXT title was pretty clever with the giant X there. We're going to go with that. Oh, man, here we go. The Ring of Honor Pure title versus the Ring of Honor Women's Championship, I believe. Man, this is a difficult one because I can appreciate the Pure title because it looks really old school. It's got a couple of dudes on it grappling, some collar and elbow. It's got two giant Ring of Honor logos on the side plates, whereas the women's title is very elaborate looking. I think it's better. I'm not gonna belabor that point too much. Oh, look at this. What is this? The WCW Hardcore title. Never thought I'd see you again, sir. And then the WWE Universal Championship, the blue strap title. Man, oh man. Wow. I mean, dude, come on. It's the big network title. Get out of here with that. WCW should never have their hardcore division. That's terrible. What is this? WCW's, like, that's a women's title for WCW? That's a really cool looking title versus the WCW Tag Team Championships. No, screw that. That women's title's awesome looking. I don't remember that shit, but that's awesome. Look at that. That looks like a real cool title right there, man. I like that one. Oh, man. Dude, this isn't even close, and I'm glad we're doing this here because I was never a fan of this women's title. I thought it was ugly as shit. Big gold belt all the way, baby. Next up, WWE. This is like some sort of undisputed tag team title. The 24/7 title might be the ugliest title in the history of wrestling titles. So I'm going to go with the WWE Tag Team title. Oh, here we go. This is an easy one. That Hardcore Championship, I popped so big when they introduced that. It was just a duct taped up together former big gold eagle title thing. Yeah, man, Foley made that thing iconic. That's great. Oh, wow, here we go. The Women's SmackDown title versus the United States Championship. This is a difficult one because I really, really like that United States Championship. You know what? We let the Universal title one go further into it. I feel like that design is well represented for both men and women because it's basically the same thing, only a different color strap. I'm going to go with the United States Championship because I feel like that needs to get a shot at getting to the title. What the fuck is this thing? What is this old school shit that we've got here? I'll be honest, this thing looks like and I'm not even dogging it necessarily, but it looks kind of German from like the 1930s and forward. I'm going to go with the WWE title here. I'm not even going to go there, man. I'm going to shut up right now. What is happening here? What is this WWF Junior Heavyweight Championship title? I have never seen that. I don't know what this ugly mess is here on the left, but my God, I might have found a new favorite championship of all time. What is this? I got to look this one up later on when I'm eating my food. Man, oh man, that was great. Here we go. On to the semifinals of the first bracket. The ECW Championship beats the NXT Tag Championships. Braun Strowman's big green belt. Oh, don't do that. No, can I take it back? I think I can, actually. Yeah, I want that Divas title to go on. Where is it? Come back. Divas title. Shit. I want the Divas title to win. There we go. Okay, cool. Now moving on to the next one. Oh, hell. I just messed it up. All right. Impact World Championship versus this really expensive looking $1 million title. We're going with the $1 million title, man. This is going to be all weird shit. Ring of Honor Women's Championship versus the NXT title. I'll be honest with you, man. I know this is a prestigious title. A lot of people had it. It was cool and everything, but nah. Ring of Honor Women's. This is a really cool looking title, the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. Absolutely. Oh, man. The WWE Universal Championship versus this cool looking WCW Women's title. I can't get over how awesome this WCW Women's title look, man. That's moving on. Big gold belt. Boom. Done. That's probably going to win the entire thing. Hardcore Championship versus this United States Championship. I do really like this United States Championship, but I'll go with the Hardcore title because I think that's iconic at this point. Oh, man, this is tough. That title I just completely nutted over. The Junior Heavyweight Championship versus the WWE title. Oh, man. Goddamn, the WWE title is so iconic, but this looks so good. I want to get a replica of this. That's amazing looking. But we got to go with the WWE title. Network logo is great. Coming down to it. ECW title versus the Butterfly title. I'm going with that Butterfly title, man. It looks awesome. I don't care what people say. It's got the pink and the silver and the black. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? All right, $1 million title versus the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. Put up or shut up time. Every man has his price. $1 million title moves on. Next, Mitch. Oh, they're not doing this to me, are they? Big gold belt versus the WCW Women's Championship. Sorry, Women's WCW Championship. We're going with this one. Big gold belt. WWE versus Hardcore. Easy pick. WWE gets it. Divas title versus $1 million title. Divas title moves ahead. Wow, they're really doing this to me. Big gold belt all the way, man. I'm sorry. That's like the best looking title that I've seen in a very long time. They're making me choose between these two. Got to go with the big gold belt. It's iconic. On to the second bracket here. The NXT Tag Team titles, which really are not that spectacular, versus the Women's Tag Team titles, which also not that spectacular. I do love me a white strap, though, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Next, the TBS Championship versus the NXT Women's title. This isn't even a contest. As much as I love Jade Cargill and what she did for this title, you ain't going to have a big old TBS logo on a title. Let's go ahead with the Women's Championship there in NXT. AEW's World Championship versus the World... Is this the Television Championship? What is this? The World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. Was that other ECW one a television title? What is this shit? Or that was the, I don't know what it is. AEW's world title is pretty awesome, though. We're going to go with that. Oh, FTW title. I love that orange shit, man. Orange stuff all the way. X Division's got a big old X through it. Absolutely. That moves ahead. Again, as much as they did doll up this TNT championship, and I like how they changed up the color scheme quite a bit, I'm not going to have a cable network logo on my title. We're going with NXT. Don't even really like that title that much. Do like this one, though. The North American title is like one of my favorite titles right now in WWE. Ring of Honor TV title versus the Ring of Honor Women's Tag Team Champion. I don't know. Ring of Honor had women's tag team champions? That's cool. I didn't even know that. It's the same thing. This is like the same fucking thing. No TV network logo and no word television on it. We'll go with the women's tag team title. They're not going to get out of the next referee title. What is this shit? Is this, I don't know. Is this the short-lived WCW light? It was like the light heavyweight tag titles, I think it is. Versus the, what is this? The light heavyweight championship. We're just going to go with that because I don't even know what's going on in those tag titles. Those things are only around for like 6 days. All right, the women's WCW, another women's title there for WCW. That looks a lot better than whatever this is over here, so we're going to do that. Oh, wow. What is this? Is this WCW 6-man tag team wrestling? What the fuck? They did that? What? Oh. They're going to pit the big gold belt against the big gold belt. This is the WWE big gold belt. That's what this is. Oh, that's going to be a task. WWE Cruiserweight Championship. I love the European Championship is looking awesome, man. I love that. Current Intercontinental Championship. Pretty cool looking title. I like it better than tag titles. Raw Women's title versus the men's NXT UK title. I like that title, but it doesn't like scream iconic to me. And I really like that Raw Women's title. What the fuck? I don't know what this one on the left is. I don't know what that is. I'm just going by pure aesthetics. It looks pretty cool, though, versus whatever this shit is. What the hell? I am in the deep water here. Wrestling Championship United States. This might be like an original U.S. title versus, like, this I think is, this is a WWF Tag Team Championship. Yeah, that looks like, that other one looks like a project that a kid did in school. All right, we're down to the quarterfinals here. The WWE NXT Women's Championship moves on. Ooh, AEW versus FTW. I do like that AEW title. I think it looks pretty sick. NXT versus the X Division title. I think the X Division title looks rad these days, so I'm going to go with that. North American title moves on, of course. This one, the women's title, moves on. That looks cooler. Okay, so here's the thing. This WWE version of the big gold belt is a big old fakeroo. This isn't the WCW title. And I know, like, we're going strictly off of, like, aesthetics and everything, but I already did that one. So in order to make sure we don't get, like, a title versus title situation, hit the road, buddy. European Championship moves on. The current Intercontinental Championship versus the Raw Women's Championship, that moves on. Oh, wow. Okay. So we got a couple of old tin-looking titles here. I got to go with the one with the red strap. This looks pretty cool. I like the gold and silver double plating here. That looks neat. Don't know what this dude is doing here in the middle. We're going to go with this one here. AEW title versus the women's NXT championship. We'll go with AEW. I like the AEW title. I think it's a really good-looking belt, man. Ooh, this is a tough one. Impact's X Division title versus the North American title. I love that North American title, especially now that it's on Dirty Dom Mysterio. Give it up for the European Championship. This might be country v country here. Raw Women's title goes on. And now we're down to it. This is a tough one. This probably should have been the final here for this bracket. I'm going to say the AEW title moves on. Man, it's a really good-looking title, isn't it? European Raw Women's title moves on. And then we'll go AEW. All right, man. This is moving on here against the big gold belt. This is the final. This is for all the enchiladas And at the end of the day, it's all about WCW. Big Gold Belt takes the prize here, everybody. All right, so I was just editing this video and I realized that they didn't put, whoever made this bracket fight thing didn't put the Winged Eagle title or the other Winged Eagle title or the Intercontinental Championship, like the original Intercontinental Championship, but they put like other old titles in here. I mean, the Big Gold Belt won the whole thing. But rest assured, here's my point. Rest assured that I feel like the Big Gold Belt is prettier than the Winged Eagle. It's prettier than the original Intercontinental or the one from the late 80s, early 90s, the one that Cody brought back. It's prettier and all that stuff. It's the prettiest title in pro wrestling. So it still would have won. It still would have won, but I don't know. I didn't make this bracket fight thing. I didn't put it together. Somebody else did. Somebody just get on the internet and you just do a thing, and you don't have control over it, and then you want to put it out in the world. But I just know I'm going to get a bunch of comments. So feel free to leave those comments below. Where's Steve? Where's the Winged Eagle? I don't know where it is. Evidently, the person who made this bracket fight forgot about probably the most well-regarded title in the history of pro wrestling. I didn't put it in here. But they did put Braun Strowman's green strap title. It's the internet. What do you want?